Hi, Robin with Oxy-Dry. Anyway, this is actually a pretty big job. This is just the upstairs portion. I got a set of stairs going down to the main floor, then another set of stairs going down to the basement floor. A lot of area down there as well. The carpet is 18 years old. It's a nylon Berber and very worn in the traffic areas, very matted and etc. Fair amount of stains, although not too many. I actually was here 2 years ago. And one of the things that I noticed when I was here 2 years ago is there were some very, very bad stains on this carpet, which I got out, and they never came back, particularly on this landing right over here. There were some very nasty stains over here, which I got out. They never came back. So we're doing these bedrooms and the hallway up here. A few spots, not too many, but really, really matted down. The loops are really crushed, and you can see almost a I don't know how to describe exactly. It just really looks tired. Yeah. So let's give it a go. My thought was I'm going to try the Rubbermaid or the AstroTurf green stripe pad first, because of the AstroTurf having a really good effect of scrubbing. We'll see if that works effectively enough, or if need be, I'll switch over to a hog's hair and do a two-step. But we'll see how this works. Overall, the carpet isn't really that soiled, and I did clean it the last time, so that helps it too, because there's an anti-resoiling protector as part of the cleaning. That means that soil typically will, and stains will typically come out of the carpet more easily with the next cleaning. So make sure we're engaged, and let's see what we can do here. I'm running with a larger pad today. It is a nylon fiber, so that usually will mean that the carpet will clean quite easily. Nylon is generally an easier fiber to clean. Alright, so far we're looks like this is really working actually. Yep, so far the spots are coming out. I think, I'm not positive, but it appears that they actually might not have a power head when they're vacuuming this carpet, because there's a built-in vacuum hose right there, but there's no power head on the end of it, just straight suction. So it actually has the floor tool on there too, so I was going to ask them about that, but anyway, if that's all they're using, that's pretty pathetic. And that would explain why, although the vacuum, I checked it, it was about half full, I guess, the bag, and then I just vacuumed this upstairs, and it was full. So I put a new bag in for doing the downstairs, but and this type of carpet with the loops does really hold on to soil quite easily. So it's really important to have a good vacuum. But anyway, and there's a dog in the house and at least one cat. And I think there's a couple of teenagers. But anyway, so far, this looks like it's really working very well. Yeah. Now this, I'm cleaning with the neutral pH Von Schotter Blue Label product. I've got it mixed up a little bit stronger than normal because I did another job the other day where I had it mixed up a bit stronger, and that's what's in there now. I went to my first job this morning, which was just a set of steps. What I was going to be re-cleaning because someone had done a bad job steam cleaning, And it was a no-show. But anyway, so I just came straight over here. That doesn't happen very often, but once in a while. It's just part of the things that happen. Even sometimes when my wife calls to remind them, which she often does, not all the time, but anyway, people forget. I really don't actually care much about that. It doesn't really bother me. I mean, over the years, it's happened so many times. You just can't let these things bother you. It just is what it is. But yeah, this is it looks like it's really working well. Now there's some staining and a little extra soiling right over here at the entrance to the bathroom. We'll put a little bit of a suspend on that area right there. There's a mark right over here where I'm at. Oops. I've got the larger pad on there, so it's easier to do that little maneuver there. Because it's extending out an inch past that pad driver. That's the 17-inch pad driver I've got on that right now, and the that'll be a 19-inch pad. But there was a stain right here where I'm at. And it's gone now. Got an obvious dark trail right here over to the bathroom door. And other than the wear now, that is gone. But it's really, the loops are really flattened there. Okay. Let's head out of here. Yeah, I think that this was the right choice for a pad. And when I post groom it, which I'll be using the vacuum for, of course, that will actually lift the pile pretty effectively. But of course, as soon as it gets stepped on, it will flatten down immediately. You can see it, I don't know if you can see, but it's really lifting it up right here. There's a bleached out mark right there, which he pointed out to me. They'd done something there. Somebody spilled some bleach, I guess. There's a couple of stains right over here. Just little ones. Little drips of something or other, I guess. So, but anyway, they are coming out. I can see. Got a few sprouts here, which I'll deal with when I do the post vacuuming. So, yeah, the phone and the emails are coming in now. We actually got quite a few people do contact us with email, which is fine. I don't have, one of the things that we don't have, and we don't have any intention of doing this, is the setup where people can literally book on your website or whatever. We don't want to do that. That's just not our thing, I guess you could say. My wife, who's doing all the phone answering and scheduling, really, although sometimes she really doesn't like it, because sometimes you deal with rude people, and that really upsets her when that happens. But anyway, she prefers the personal interaction with people. You just need to sometimes be able to ask questions, and also when you're talking to people directly, as opposed to just an email or something, you know, you can really kind of feel them out or whatever, and it's just more personable that way too. I mean, there are some things that sometimes we end up just scheduling through emails, particularly when it comes to commercial kind of things. But usually, my wife prefers to actually talk to people. But anyway, the calls are coming in more now. I do think with the mild weather we're having, this has been a very mild winter. It would appear that we're going to have a early spring, which is definitely going to help when the sun shines and people see, oh, my windows are already cleaning. Oh, and look at the carpet. But of course, we've got these things going on politically, and unfortunately, too many people allow these things in the political world to get them all riled up and afraid. And unfortunately, with a certain president, a lot of Canadians freak out, and it's stupid. They can't. They seem to blame him for the problems we have in our country, which have been happening long before he came along. So you don't blame someone else for your own problems you create. But unfortunately, the majority of those who make the ultimate decisions seem to have the loudest voice. You know that in our elections, what is that, 199 of the seats of our representatives are in and around Ontario and Quebec, and about 130 are everywhere else. So, and the people back there almost always vote one way, no matter what. And that's a problem. So, anyway, that affects the economy, is what I'm getting at. It affects, ultimately, it trickles down and affects the little guy at the end of the line who's trying to earn the taxes and earn a living. Amazing things that are going on. So we have to focus on running our business, and our motto in operating our business is we just keep doing our best, we pray that it's blessed, and God takes care of the rest. And that's what we have to focus on. And not that these other things fill us with fear or confuse us or distract us. So that's my point about mentioning that aspect of things. It does affect us, so we can't be keeping our head in the sand by any means, but don't let it be what dominates our thinking or dominates our business decisions. I mean, we have to be aware of what's going on and be able to gauge the environment for the future plans we might have, and we've got to be wise. Be wise. Now, I was going to mention, I think I did at the beginning of the video, that the last time I was here a couple of years ago, there were some very nasty stains right here. I can't remember what they were caused by, but they were very bad. But I got them out, and they never came back. And that was 2 years ago. So that just, again, is another indication of just how effectively the soil extraction transfer technology, or SETT method, is. It really does clean the carpet very well, and it stays clean. And that's the thing to remember. When you really get skillful at operating your equipment, whether it be a rotary or an orbital machine, whichever you prefer, either will work. You can really run a really good business and provide a great service for your customers. And overhead is so low that gives you the ability to go with the fluctuations that happen in the business, if they happen, or when they happen, I guess is a more realistic way of putting it. So there's another sprout right over there, but I'll deal with that when I do the post vacuuming. Which, what I'm going to do is I'm going to clean the upper floor here, and then I'll go grab the vacuum and I'll post vacuum it right away, I think. We'll double check. Yeah, I should be able to do that. Should be no problem. It'll be dry enough. Oh, a couple of marks right here. Oh yeah, this is really doing well. It appears that all the stains have come out. And it is lifting the pile quite effectively. But again, when I do the post vacuuming, that will fluff the pile up with the brush roll of the vacuum and the suction. But again, it'll flatten down as soon as they step on it. It's just the way that you can't stop that. Can't fix that. It's worn. It's old. They're thinking of selling it, and we talked briefly about, the possibility of replacing the carpet, but that won't make any difference to the you won't get your money back, what I'm trying to say. And if you start there, then you've got to do this, that, the other thing, and remodel here and there. It's quite dated and very, you know, not everybody wants to go with this fancy. It's a kind of a, what am I looking for? Ornate, kind of an ornate style, this house. I guess some people like that, obviously. But anyway. Okay, let's have a look at the pad. See where we're at. Kind of curious. It's actually fairly warm. Oh, it's not that bad. Yeah, it's not too bad. Okay, I can feel the heat in here. It's not that hot, but it is definitely hotter than the ambient temperature of the carpet itself. Anyway, we'll let you go. Thank you for watching and have a good day.